Now, what's command message in 2022? Let's use a SaaS, an open source DevOps platform as an example. So the first one is value driver. So value driver is the thing that your customer, your buyer is thinking with or without your solution. It's something when they come to solve a problem, this is what they are the key things that are on top of their mind. So for this vendor, there are three drivers. The first one is increase operational efficiency, because this software is gonna help simplify the development tool chain to reduce the total cost of ownership. And second, is deliver better products faster. And the third one is reduce security and compliance risk. Because in the DevOps platform, typically there will be cooperation. There will be how you can push your product faster. Simplify the software delivery process, but also they also need to think about security and compliance checks. So how you can combine all these three things into one platform to solve all the problem. And these are the value driver. Let's pick maybe the first one to look at: increase operational efficiency. After value driver, there will be the before scenario, and in this is maybe you have used it's a manual process. You don't have a tool, or it's multiple different tools, and also the tools don't scale. Maybe legacy. You have doing this and you're doing that. You are building out your own custom tools, and then it's not reliable. And maybe people, some team use this and some team use that. Misaligned priorities, and you can see that. So this is basically, you picture, what's their current situation before having your solution, so you can relate to their case, and also the negative consequences. That will be the direct result of this, silo manual, and then it will be low productivity, more rework, and slower cycle time. It's actually more expensive and a poor experience, causing delay. Now, the negative consequences, I think the key point, if you relate to Mapic sales framework, is really how you can, you understand what kind of situation they're in, but then how you can relate to their metrics. So at the end, you are selling a solution. You are either making them faster and cheaper, saving their time, or it's better experience, or something in that nature. So in this case, it's really making them push out software faster, give them better developer experience, right? They can be increase productivity, increase the retention rate, and also actually save them time, because one product can do multiple. Now, and also you will relate to them, and these are after scenario, right? Imagine, hey, if you have a tool that can do this, to simplify all the product. I know you need to make some changes. You will be some new things to learn. However, think about this. If you can get a process is more simplified. If you are an engineering manager, you get a predictable software development life cycle process. And there will be less ramp time, and you reduce context switching because it's all in there, and you can scale with the business, right? And we still, when you develop and need them, we have the infrastructure to make them expand quickly, and it's more reliable and help you in overall productive activity. Imagine if you can have your best engineer to be 30% more productive, and how much do you have to pay your senior engineer, and what kind of dollar thinking about if you pay them $200K a year, and they will result in 30% will be $60K saving in your in your labor. And how many engineers are there? 10. Okay, then there will be there will be a 600K a year in your saving in their nature. Now, and then you'll also articulate the positive business outcome, because the tool is really a bridge. You will need to pitch to get them into the final destination. This is you will get reduced product development and delivery costs. You will eliminate the bottlenecks, lead to agility and faster time to market. happy developer. So these are the things we talk about after, right? But the positive business outcome is really put them into the business language. You assign the number to each of the function, and for that to happen, so you want that, and then buyers, okay, we want to get that. It makes sense. We want to have this. It's worthwhile. And then these are the required capabilities. Now the key thing when I see the best vendors do this is that they really think about their customers' perspective. They are not, vendors are not trusted, right? They're always skilled. They're always trying to sell their product. So I think the key thing when you do this required capability is that, like a consultant, right? Maybe something that we don't do. So we will share, hey, you still need to consider this, you still need to consider that. Maybe at the end, we do 80% of the job, and then 20% is something we don't do, but 80% give you the most value, and we are the best. And so you really give people as objective picture as they can, and then their way they can build the initial trust. They can think, okay, you are really helping me. So looking to this example, the tool needs to have a consistent experience across the development life cycle. It needs to have centralized reporting. And when the code changes, developer can quickly assess and resolve the security and compliance issues. And it needs to be public cloud independent. If it's AWS, Google, Azure, we can connect all of your public clouds. And it can be SaaS, but it can also be self-managed. So these are the capabilities. And I think, okay, thank you for telling me this. And also this ties to my value drivers. So what vendors should I consider? Right? This is the vendor's value add. The best vendor is like a consultant. Give people unbiased opinion so they can make an informed decision. And then we talk about the metrics, right? Again, these are metrics to bring them home. So you can use to make so miss customer. This is the before scenario. Is this the pain you are experiencing? Okay, yes. And then wouldn't it be good if you have this thing to avoid maybe developer burnout, productivity, and give you you can deliver your KPI, your product much faster. Yes, I want that. And then for that to happen, these are the requirabilities. And these are the metrics you will use to build your business case to get the funding. So you can target an angle. It could be lower costs, costs in licensing the full-time employee. Your engineer costs, increase the productivity. It can be reduced cycle time. Increase development frequency if it's software that requires regular quick push out. And the security part, reduce the mean time to recover a restore, and this is the reliability part. So maybe you were they were spinning out their own environment, but now this platform can take care for them. So you will find out. So metrics basically will lay out for that value driver. These are all the metrics. These are the capabilities that bucket people have seen. But when you as a seller, you come in, you will focus on which angle is the most relatable to their current situation. And you will talk about this is how we do it, right? Based on the required capabilities. Because everything is like a peer of the onion to see, okay, now these are what you need to look at. This is how we do it. And then you talk about your product very specifically. We are complete a DevOps platform. We deliver as a single application. Your security, your ops teams can all collaborate one single platform. And then there can be some integrations, so you can plug into the tools, and it will be faster. Cycle time. It will be high performance. It can scale up and down, increase developer productivity. So this is I guess that when we say how we do it, this is the table stakes. So everyone needs to have this. But this is what makes our unique. How we do it better. Single application, built for multi-cloud. Maybe some other solution they only do AWS very well, but we don't. Not only that, we also do a Google platform. So we hear you are heavily invested in GCP, and we have the same experience. Different hosting. It can be SaaS. So I know maybe you focus on SaaS, but maybe some of the your division, or maybe in your use case, you would rather have this self-managed. We also give you the option. Also in professional services, these days are huge, right? Because you don't want to implement yourself, and you want the best practices. Then we also have the very experienced team to help you carry out that. And then don't just listen to what we say. These are the proof points. So proof points will be typically they will be divided into different niches. First of all, it's the customer reference, right? If they are in a technology sector, like Altorisk, this is what you pitch to them. And if they are in a finance sector, this is how the problem you're solving for them. And also usually I see vendor will divide them into 3 buckets, say enterprise, mid-market, and this SMB. And then you have some key niches you target, finance, technology sector, whatnot. So they can relate. And after the customer references, you talk about your industry awards. So not just my customer, but also these are what the analysts, Gartner, Forrester, IDC, they are saying about us, right? And maybe they want to see a Gartner a magic quadrant. This is also something you can come in to show people the material in presenting a business case. Maybe you are a market leader, at least what the research backs up. And maybe this is the Gartner review, a peer review to say that. So you can justify maybe a premium. And then, the case studies. So in a nutshell, this is the command of message value framework. So it has the value driver. So, and you're working through the discovery journey, from before to after, and then you say, all right, these are requirabilities you need to consider with or without us, and then these are metrics that will help you build business case, and this is how we do it, right? Everyone, this is the bare minimum. You need to have that, but this also means customer how we do it better. These are the unique part, and don't just listen to us. This is the proof points, the customer studies similar to your case. And then this is what the industry, the Gartner, the analysts are saying. And if you can see at the end, this is really helping the customer to unveil, but also very key to help them build a business case internally. Also, a key thing, I think, the command of message can innovate for the future era, also for the coming, as the buyers have become more, the market is becoming more and more product-led and buyer-led. Give a thumbs up, leave a comment what you like to see. Thank you so much.